We're visiting Wayne Buckingham. Wayne's a flyer from the Windsor-Zillmere Invitation Club. He's had a good season in 1991. Let's talk to him and see what he's got to say about it all. G'day, Wayne.
Hi, Peter. How are you?
Good. Can you explain your loft setup, mate?
Well, it was about June of last year that I decided to have another go at pigeon racing. And we designed the loft mainly around the fact that it could be transported. We did it in a modular type of system where it's probably made of 6 pieces. Which can be all bolted. It's all bolted together and easily transported if need to be shifted. We've designed it with an open door, and it seems to be working quite well for me. All the doors are sliding, which makes it sort of quite easy to. The dropper is used on race day to bring the birds out of the air. Once the birds are inside the tunnel here, they go into a trap at the back of the loft here, where they're caught and subsequently locked in. It's a matter of pulling a lever and the birds go through.
Little box up there, is it?
That's right, Peter.
Why do you have the pine, little pine, just for looks, or is there any particular reason for the lining?
Well, basically for looks and for easy cleaning, I think.
Good surface to collect dust.
That's right, yeah. The race loft. The design of the loft was basically to give the birds a sense of darkness in here, with plenty of ventilation. It seems to be working quite well for me. We've just got the box perches there. The birds are basically dug ints, bell, and the Richardson durian. These were bred by Frank Wooten and Bundaberg, Ron McKernan and Ross Inman. There's a few other birds there from Gary Duncan and Dick Hagel.
Nice floor dressing you got on there. It's sort of white, was it? Lime or something?
Just a bit of garden lime there, Peter, yeah.
Dolomite, I suppose.
Yeah.
Doesn't burn you, in other words.
No.
Keeps the smell of anything
Keeps
away.
the smell of anything away and makes it easy to clean, you know. Birds in this section of the loft, Peter, raced yesterday from Coffs Harbour. Young cock here was won me a first place from Iluka, bred by Ron McKernan, and it's a very nice type of cock. Actually, Ron bred it for stock, and he decided to put it in the breeder's plate, and subsequently I bought it from the auction. It's doing quite well for me. There's another one of the Richardson durians. Seem to be performing quite well for me.
Very consistent people, is it?
Very consistent, yeah.
Look at his wing again, right? Angled it there, that's nice. Very broad flights, aren't they?
Yeah, it's quite broad.
Surprisingly. And they're just speaking of broad flights.
Yeah.
Different altogether from the usual ones we see out here with the balls with the pencil flight.
That's right, yeah. No, they're certainly bred for the distance, isn't it? Bird I have for you, Peter, is a Harrison, bred by Ross Inman. This bird raced the first Kempsey. It was a combine, and I won the club and the combine, and was 5th in the federation. Very nice type of cock. It's always sort of flown consistently. Probably be a good cross with the durians later on.
This is a Brian Harrison. What sort of Harrison is it, do you know? Any idea?
No, I don't, Peter.
Just from Ross?
Just from Victoria they came.
Oh, I see, right, good. They've always been a good long distance pigeon.
They have, yeah, very honest.
Okay.
Peter is an inch Bal hen that was bred by Frank Witten in Bundaberg, which is what he calls his Bundy Blue line. This bird won the first club from Cox Harbour last week. Actually, I had 3 birds on the drop, and any one of the 3 could have won the club race. Another very consistent hen there.
So how did you know Frank Witten, mate?
I met Frank through Jeff Phillips. Jeff and Frank have been flying birds or Doug Inch for quite a number of years. Actually, Frank Witten bought a bird of Doug's 20 years ago and was put with a Bal pen of Kev Carmody's, and subsequently all these birds are down from that pen. And they do quite well for him up there.
Right. They've done well for you too?
Very well, mate.
Yeah, I always say anything comes from those small country clubs has got to be good. There's no cover to make it fly leisure. Can't have rubbish.
That's for sure.
This is brilliant.
First, what I'd like to say, Peter, is I pay a lot of attention to hygiene. The loft is cleaned out every day and use a spray with disinfectant in it. I think it keeps down a lot of disease and dust also in the loft. Birds are fed twice a day. Just a basic mix of wheat, milo, corn and peas. I pay a lot of attention to natural products. Herbs are used a lot of in the loft. They get herbs 2 to 3 times a week in the herbal tea in the water.
Is it bought herbal tea to make your own?
The basis is the Belgian tea, but I also add my own little concoction to it. The herbs are very good for respiratory. Some of the herbs I use are good for canker, and they certainly seem to be working quite well for me. There's grit laid on at all times. The season starting, Peter, I give the birds about 15 tosses up to including about 60 kilometres. When the season commences, I send the birds every week for the first 5 or 6 races, and in this time they receive no tossing at all. Once the teams have been split up, then they receive a midweek toss of approximately 50 kilometres. I find that this is basically all they need. It's certainly performing with that sort of training now.
Something else in there, isn't it? Look at this flock up here, he looks magnificent. This blue flock, he's just jumping out of his skin, so you seem to have the act right.
Yeah, these birds here are getting ready for the Cancer Young Bird Derby next week. They look quite well.
Certainly do.
Here again they are basically, most of them are Doug's line with the Richardson Carrier.
So how long have you been flying this line, Peter?
I flew them for about 4 years when I lived at Gibraltar. I did quite well with that there as well. Small yard here, Peter. I've designed a loft around this problem I have, and seems to be working quite well. I've joined the Windsor Zillmere Fishing Club, and I've had quite a deal of success with the small team that I had. I'll take this opportunity now to wish all the members all the very best. Very good club to fly in, and a great lot of blokes. I wish them all the very best for the year to come.
Thanks for your time, Wayne.
Thanks very much.